have so many expectations because you're getting to know the person. It might be different depending on the person. When you date, you might not want to talk every day. But when it comes to another person that you're dating at the same time, you might want to talk to them every day. It changes. Every scale doesn't go with everyone. So with that in mind, be content enough to know, like, oh, okay, even if the person that you're speaking to once a week doesn't mean that it won't roll into a commitment. But be content. Be content and enjoy the pace of things. Because sometimes you can rush into things. Like you could speed into from friendship to relationship to marriage, right? But there's a due process that happens along the lines with all of them. And that due process is getting to know one another. And what happens is, if you rush down that aisle to get married, what will happen is, in the dating realm, you'll be doing it in your first couple of years of marriage. If you rush the dating realm to get in a relationship, you'll be doing dating things in a relationship realm. If you rush the friendship realm to get into the relationship realm, you'll have to get to know each other while you're dating. But certain things, there's a due process. And when that due process doesn't happen, you have to do things that didn't occur in the before stage and do it in the present stage. That's why it's key to be content. And when it comes to marriage and relationships, don't make it so much a goal that you forget to be present. It's all right to want to get married, but to make it a goal like it's a project, let yourself evolve into that so you enjoy it. Live alone. Enjoy that time living alone. Some people have never had that chance to just enjoy that time with them. Whether you're clothesless, you don't have nothing, where you're not even cooking, you can order out. It's whole nother responsibilities that come with getting married. So with those three phases, you still got to be content. Still got to maintain a level of contentment in each department. And then when you roll into marriage, be content in whatever you signed up to. Whatever your vows say, whatever you declare, let your activities match it. To death do we part. They get in an accident, they leg broken. Don't all of a sudden find the time to cheat because your needs are not being met. This is a marriage. Be content. Yes, marriages go through a lot. And some of them even go into the cheating realm. Be content in yourself to the point that if your spouse does cheat, that don't mean you go out and cheat. No, deal with those issues that have rolled in after he has did that or she has did that. And then move from there. But you won't know the beauty of whether in a relationship if the minute it gets uncomfortable or bad, you're out. Be content even when things are not going well. You have to really dive into this contentment state before you dive into the commitment state. Because if you get the contentment state down, regardless what old vices pull up or present vices pull up, you'll be controlled. You'll be emotionally controlled to not do certain things, even though you feel it. And before I wrap this up, I have to talk about pulling onto the past when you're content. When things get bad or good, your ex might come up in your thoughts. You might pass across paths. That does not mean go back and reinvest time in the past. You might have kids with your ex, and now the co-parenting is going well. That does not mean turn back around and start considering the relationship aspect. Because history has a way of repeating itself. And if it's been years that y'all been apart, those years that you should just move forward and learn. You ever try to turn your head repeatedly backwards? Just try it. Just try that physical activity of turning around. And what happens is the muscles in your neck become tired. And you cause pain. Unnecessary pain and discomfort to yourself. It's not excruciating enough to die or need pain medicine sometimes unless you keep turning back around. But learn how to be content and where you are presently at. Because sometimes we'll lean on the past because the present feels uncomfortable. I'm alone and it feels uncomfortable, so let me yank on the past. Wait. Slow, fast. Because some of y'all done tried the past one too many times. And it keeps showing you, stop turning around. But you keep turning around. So what? The pain just keeps getting more intense. So how far are you going to let it go? Love yours. Love whatever present state you're in. There's a beauty in the struggle of loving yours. There really is. It's a struggle because certain vices and wants going to come up. But you got to be content. The anxiety might rise for you to be in the next phase. Manage your emotions. Manage your emotions. Certain people are blowing up your phone or you being pulled in this direction. Manage your emotions. It's your life. You can't blame anyone else for the actions that you do except yourself because you have free will. You have free will. Yes, you can be more compelled to do certain things, but you have to manage your emotions. And for those that try to mask their emotions, well, it's not me feeling a certain type of way. Trust and believe. Every action is wired by our emotion to some degree or another. If you're emotionally unavailable, you're being hurt so much that now all you do is want to be single, or now all you do is want to date. That's emotion is being masked because you're not dealing with it. Deal with it. Don't become bitter. Because a lot of times, the bags that we carry of unresolved issues, as much as we try to mask them, everybody see the bags. Everybody see the bags. It's like Erykah Badu's song, Bag Lady. There are some bag men. So if you're emotionally unavailable, now it's the time to really deal with those emotions. Can you be dating and deal with those emotions? Sure. Just manage your emotions during that time. Is it suggested to deal with those emotions that make you emotionally unavailable before dating? Yes. Because time well spent alone will sum up the process way quicker and more effectively. Because nobody will be in your ear inviting you into their world. So I don't want to make all-inclusive statements to make someone at a point where they don't get the message that I'm saying. There are exceptions to any situation. Any type of variables presented on the table. However, there are concrete things that also exist in life. If 1 plus 1 equals 2, there is no way you can shape and form a 1 and another 1 for it to equal 3. So think about that. Keep that in mind. You can be a lawbreaker when it comes to life in general and just say, well, I'm going to do my own thing. However, 1 plus 1 equals 2. And there's no shape or form you can bend a 1 and another 1 to make it equal a 3. Keep that in mind as you be content. Contentment is a beautiful, beautiful state, regardless where you at in life. And it'll show to a point that people marvel at your existence and even want to be involved or even want to replicate what you're doing. They see you successfully doing it, they want to model that and they want to do it. You become a role model without even making yourself a role model. Your significant other is away. That don't mean you need to entertain other people. It just might mean you just need to be content with you right now. Not might. It means just be content with you. Is there exceptions to the rule? Sure. But they have to be individually dived into. And this concludes our episode on contentment. Enjoy. Listen to over and over again if need be, because I'm that type of person. I do listen to podcasts aside from myself, and I keep reinvesting in the information because I want to become better. Or I might miss something that I didn't hear the first time. Or it might propel me to do certain things that I didn't do before when I heard it. Or I need to suggest it to someone. So I thank you once again. Have a beautiful weekend. And tune in this coming Tuesday as we partake on another episode.